Hello folks, this is Margie Roy from 3dcuts.com, and today I'm doing the tutorial on my Valentine hoop design. This is a simple Valentine home decor piece that is easy to make, fun to make, and it looks great when it's done. As always, be sure to go to my website at the address shown on the screen to get the specifics about the papers I use and the supplies. There are links to everything there, but most importantly are the sizes of the pieces. Not all software imports SVGs at the correct sizes, so please check the sizes before you start cutting. Let's get started. I have already cut my pieces using my silhouette. I used 2 sheets of a blue-green cardstock, a piece of white, and a piece of red. I also have here a 10-inch embroidery hoop. I get these in groups from Amazon. You can get them in different sizes. This design can be easily resized to fit different size hoops. To begin with, we're going to start by building the little house. I am using art glitter glue. It's my glue of choice. I've transferred it to this little bottle with the tiny tip. There's links to all of these at my website. On the house, you are to fold all of the folds toward you. I used dotted score lines because my machine does not score, and these make the folds really easy. Okay, there, everything is folded. First, I would like to put red on this back house, the one without the heart in it, glued in place before I assemble the house. It is slightly smaller than the back, so it will fit there quite nicely with a little rim of white all the way around it, like so. I also am going to put a tiny little topping here on the chimney, just that line. And I think I will use tweezers to get this in place. Our glitter glue does dry clear, and that's a help. Okay, now I am going to start folding this up and gluing the sides together. I want these to be square. I have a pair of Tim Holtz tweezers here that are just really wonderful for this kind of thing. A little bit of glue on the tab here, bring it up. Art glitter glue dries fairly quickly. If you hold it for about 4 or 5 seconds, that generally is enough on this kind of construction. Little tab here. Now it helps to fold back these other sides so that you have access. You can use this to help reach in there and give you your 4 seconds of hold. These tabs are a little tinier and a little harder to get to hold. Again, I'm going to fold back this top one. All the tabs go to the inside. There's one here at the peak. The techniques here used to make this house are very similar to the ones for Ledge Village. And if you like making little houses, you might want to check out my Ledge Village or Tea Light Village designs. This is a good beginning project to get you ready for those. Okay, now fold in all of these tabs. I have a letter opener here, which is my long skinny finger for places my fingers won't fit. Such a tool is important, and you might need one for this. I'm going to start with the bottom and the side here. Oops, I undid that. It was too rough. Glue that together again. This is going to fold in. The chimney will fit right in this gap. And I'm going to take the glue, and I'm going to glue it onto this tab here at the bottom. And this side here. And then I'm going to fold these in onto the back here and flip it over. Make sure that I'm even and square, and then take my letter opener and go in here and press it into place. Screwdriver can work for this, pair of chopsticks. There we go. Now I'm going to do the roof line. Fold those in. Make sure everything is square and in place. And then take my tool here and press. There is a roof piece that you fold in half and will attach to the roof like so. Put the glue onto the building on those two edges. Match up the peak and press down. Now I've also included a couple of little decor items if you want to add a few more hearts to your house. I'm not sure that I do or I don't, and I'm going to wait till it's together and look at it then to make my decision. You could do the same. Okay, that's the house. Now, here is the embroidery hoop. I am going to put the clasp at the bottom so that I can hide it. I am going to be using 3/8 inch satin ribbon and 1/8 inch satin ribbon. The ribbon is going to go and form a loop at the top, come down through the bottom to here, and get glued onto the back of the embroidery hoop. The house is going to be attached to this ribbon. I'm going to use hot glue for that, and I'm going to get a ruler. You really have to eyeball straight across on these. That'll be on the back side. I'm going to put some hot glue up here at the top. I am going to glue the ribbon. More hot glue. Make a loop. Align the ribbon up and bring it down straight like so. Down here, I'm going to add more hot glue. Right down through the center and nice and tight. Okay, I'll leave this ribbon attached for now. I am now going to start adding the eucalyptus leaves. I just love eucalyptus leaves. They are in a number of sizes, and I've probably given you too many, but you can just be creative in how you apply them to the embroidery hoop. I am aiming for a collection of leaves here at the bottom. I'm going to take this one, and it's going to go out this way. Before I glue it down, I'm going to give the leaves a little bit of dimension. This will help them from getting stuck together. It'll give it more of a 3D effect and look more realistic. Tiny dab of hot glue here. A little bit there. And let it hang off to the side. I'll get another one of the large ones and do a similar arrangement off to the other side. Again, curl the leaves first. Cross them at the center, have them go out like this. I'm keeping my dots of hot glue fairly small here because I'm going to get a pile of it here in the center. I don't want them to be symmetrical, so I'm arranging them at a slightly different angle than the other one. There we go. See if I can keep control of my hot glue strings here. Let's get one that is a little smaller and can aim down. Every branch should get attached in at least 2 places. I have a few tiny ones that can go here on the front. I think I might need one out there. I'm also going to take two and put them on the back side and have them come to the front from the back side. Just adding more dimension to my arrangement here. Let's turn it over to the back side here. And this one is going to come out so that it just comes in front over here. So I will glue it right about there. That dry a bit before I put it down on my desk. And I'll glue it again to the front here, right there. And let's see if we can put another one on the other side. Let's see. Not too symmetrical. Okay, we have our greens done. I'm going to spend a few minutes here snipping some of the hot glue strings. Okay, now I am going to want the house to be just above these. Give myself some sky up here, like so. I am going to put a line of hot glue on the birdhouse, like so. And then again, get that right in the center, and I'm probably going to block you when I make sure that I get the center there. And glue that in place. Turn it over and make sure, yep, very good. I see that I've got a couple of leaves here that if I put a dot of glue on, I can attach to the house, and that'll help it keep from spinning. Right there, and maybe another one right over here. Great. Okay, isn't that adorable? Now I'm going to want a red bow here to hide this mess. What I haven't decided is how I'm going to deal with the space below it. I could hang a couple of little hearts down here off of thinner ribbon. I think that I am going to cut this ribbon right on the back at this point. Do it at an angle. And then here on the front, I'm going to make a bow. First, let me pull some of this out. Make Okay, I'm going to leave about 6 inches, and then I'm going to start forming a bow here. 1, 2, 3. Go for 3 loops on each side. And a couple of strings hanging down. I'll take that. Hold that with my tweezers here. And I'm taking a skinny red one. Tying it tight in the center. I'm going to hide the center here. So I like my bows to have nice solid centers here, and I don't have a good way of making them. I kind of fudge it together with hot glue and ribbon. And we will hot glue, and we will now hot glue the bow right here at the base to hide the embroidery hoop clamp and the collection of stems at the bottom. So now I get to decide whether or not I want to add a few decorations. I have a row of hearts here, and I have a singleton heart here. What do you think? Yeah, I think I'll put them on. So I'll get my art glitter glue and glue those in place. Now that you have finished your wreath without a background, you need to decide if you like it better with a background. And a lot will depend on the type of wall that you're going to be hanging this on. I have included in the download an 8.5 by 11 gradated sky. I have printed it on 2 sheets here because this is 10 inches and it does not fit on an 8.5 by 11. The ribbon at the middle is a perfect divider. I can cut these two, trace them, and add them to the back. Let's do that. I'm going to slice off the center white on my paper cutter. Okay, the 2 centers are cut off. Remember, this seam is going to be hidden behind the ribbon. I am going to turn these 2 over, and I am going to tape them together. Just using regular Scotch tape here. Okay, I'm going to take another ring, get that line right in the center, and I'm going to trace it. I'm going to line it up with a clip at the bottom, and I'm going to trace the outside of the ring. I'm going to take a pair of regular scissors, and I'm going to cut this by hand. I'm not doing this on the silhouette because every one of these rings is a little different. I'm also going to cut in 1/8 of an inch on the inside of this line. There we go. Now let's look at this one behind here. I'm liking it better with the sky. So I'm going to turn this over. The seam is going to have to go right down that ribbon. We need to make sure that it doesn't hang over. I got a little close there, so go up a little higher. You can tell the wheels are not totally round. And most important, make sure that this is on the ribbon the whole way up. Okay, I am going to, let's see, I'm going to put glitter glue on here. And I am going to place this carefully. And I'm going to turn it over and I'm going to press it into place. And I'm going to let that dry a little bit. Now I'll come back to this side and using hot glue, fold this back and just put a real small bead of hot glue along my ring here. And place that in place. Do the same in the other half. And quickly flip it over so that we can press it down and get the bubbles out. And there. Now we've added a background. I would love to see the paper choices that you choose and how you choose to embellish your own Valentine hoop. It is now time to go and take off my winter hoop and put up my Valentine hoop. It's also time to start thinking about a springtime one. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy crafting, and thanks for watching.